my friend, hear me this morning. Whenever God allows something to leave your life, it is never because he plans to reduce you. It is because he plans to increase you. Nothing God takes ends smaller. Everything he restores returns greater. And the message stirring deeply in my spirit for you today is this. God said, what you lost is coming back greater, not equal, not similar, not slightly improved, greater. That means the loss was not the conclusion, it was the preparation. The emptiness you feel is not a sign that your best days are behind you. It is the space God has carved out to fill with something better than you imagined. You woke up today remembering things you lost, some suddenly, some slowly, some painfully, some quietly, some unexpectedly. You lost relationships you thought would last forever. You lost resources you worked hard to build. You lost opportunities you prayed for. You lost confidence, passion, joy, vision, or clarity. Maybe you lost time, energy, or seasons you can never get back. But hear me, with authority, heaven has not forgotten the losses you endured. And the God who sees in secret is preparing a recovery that will not just replace what left, but multiply it. Some of you lost people, friends, partners, mentors, connections you trusted deeply. They walked away. They changed. They drifted. They betrayed. They disappointed. They vanished when you needed them. Their absence created an ache you struggled to heal from. But hear this clearly. God never lets the wrong people stay. And anything he removes is always making room for someone greater. Greater in character, greater in loyalty, greater in spiritual alignment, greater in support, greater in truth, greater in purpose. What you lost relationally is coming back greater. Some of you lost money. Unexpected bills hit you. Business slowed. Investments failed. Plans collapsed. You were hit with financial storms that knocked you off balance. You wondered why you had to struggle while others seemed secure. But hear this, God is a multiplier, not a subtractor. When he restores financially, he doesn't just return the exact amount, he increases your capacity, your wisdom, your discipline, your strategy, your opportunities. Because abundance is not just about what you have, it's about who you become. What you lost financially is coming back greater. Some of you lost opportunities, closed doors, missed chances, unexpected endings. You looked at your life and said, I should be further by now. I should have been promoted. I should have been chosen. I should have succeeded. But listen carefully, a missed opportunity is often divine protection in disguise. God didn't let that door open because it was too small for your calling. He didn't let that plan succeed because he had a greater one. He didn't let that person endorse you because they would have controlled you. He didn't let that moment elevate you because you were not meant to rise in that environment. What you lost in opportunity is coming back greater. Some of you lost confidence. Life hit you hard. You made mistakes. You faced failures. You were criticized, judged, underestimated. You internalized pain until you stopped believing in yourself. But hear this with conviction. God is restoring your confidence, but not the old version. A new, stronger, wiser, more grounded confidence is rising in you. One that doesn't depend on people's approval. One that is rooted in identity, one that is anchored in purpose, one that cannot be shaken by circumstances. What you lost in confidence is coming back greater. Some of you lost passion. You used to dream boldly. You used to pray with fire. You used to wake up excited. But life drained you. Responsibilities suffocated you. Stress overwhelmed you, and slowly passion faded. But hear this, God is reigniting the fire you thought had burned out. Dreams are coming back stronger. Creativity is returning deeper. Motivation is being reborn. The part of you that was once alive but went quiet is coming back with more depth, maturity, power, and endurance. What you lost in passion is coming back greater. Some of you lost your sense of purpose. You wandered. You drifted. You felt disconnected from your calling. But hear this, purpose never dies. It waits. It waits for clarity. It waits for healing. It waits for alignment. And now God is uncovering the purpose buried under pain, distraction, and disappointment. Not the old purpose, the greater one, the refined one, the matured one, the one shaped by everything you survived. What you lost in direction is coming back greater. Some of you lost peace. You've been anxious, overwhelmed, pressured, stressed, or mentally exhausted. But hear this, God is not giving you back the peace you lost. He is giving you a deeper peace. The kind that cannot be stolen by circumstances, attacked by people, or shaken by uncertainty. What you lost in peace is coming back greater. Some of you lost joy, real joy. The ability to laugh deeply, the ability to enjoy life, the ability to feel hope. Pain dulled your emotions. Disappointment hardened your heart. But God is restoring joy, not temporary joy, but supernatural joy. The kind of joy that strengthens your bones, stabilizes your emotions, and lights your spirit even in storms. What you lost in joy is coming back greater. Some of you feel like you lost years spent in cycles, years with the wrong people, years in survival mode, years in confusion, years in fear, years in delay. But listen, God does not just restore years, He redeems them. He compresses time. He accelerates growth. He multiplies progress. He does in months what you thought would take decades. What you lost in time is coming back greater. Some of you lost identity. You became who others needed, who others wanted, who others expected. You abandoned your own voice to keep peace. You dimmed your own light to make others comfortable. But hear this, God is restoring your identity, not the one shaped by pain, but the one He designed before pain ever touched you. What you lost in identity is coming back greater. Some of you lost trust. You trusted people who weren't worthy. You opened your heart to those who mishandled it. You depended on people who failed you, and trust became difficult. But God is restoring trust, not blind trust, but wise trust. Trust in Him first, trust in yourself next, and trust in those He will send into your life. What you lost in trust is coming back greater. Some of you feel like you lost yourself. Trauma, stress, responsibilities, heartbreak, pressure, it all made you forget who you were. But hear this, you are not returning to your old self, you are becoming your evolved self. What you lost in identity will return greater, stronger, deeper, wiser, and more aligned with your calling. And listen to me, God never allows loss unless restoration is already in motion. Sometimes he permits something to be taken because he knows it was limiting you. Sometimes he allows something to crumble because it wasn't built to last. Sometimes he lets something end because it was holding you back. Sometimes losing is winning if God allowed it. Yes, the enemy attacked you. Yes, people hurt you. Yes, life disappointed you. But God will always take what was meant for harm and turn it into a setup for greatness. What you lost is coming back greater. Look at the patterns of scripture. Job lost everything, but what came back was double. Joseph lost his family, his freedom, in his reputation, but what came back was influence, honor, and purpose. Ruth lost her husband, security, and home, but what came back was destiny, legacy, and divine alignment. David lost peace, position, and credibility, but what came back was the throne God promised. Every loss became the path to something greater. You are not the exception. You are next. What you lost is coming back greater. And let me make this clear. God is not just restoring things, he is restoring you. Your strength, your resilience, your confidence, your clarity, your discipline, your self-worth, your joy, your vision, your identity, your peace, your purpose. You are rising from loss with wisdom you didn't have before, with strength you didn't know existed, with faith that has been refined by fire, and with spiritual authority forged in adversity. The enemy hoped the loss would break you. He hoped it would silence you. He hoped it would crush you. He hoped it would distract you. He hoped it would weaken you. But instead, it awakened something powerful in you. It taught you what matters. It forced you to lean on God. It revealed who was for you and who wasn't. It stripped away the unnecessary. It exposed what was temporary. It showed you your strength. It deepened your wisdom. Loss did not weaken you, it prepared you. And because of that preparation, what is coming next must be greater. You are spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and purposefully ready for what's on the way. What you lost is coming back greater. Greater in quality, greater in alignment, greater in durability, greater in impact, greater in purpose, greater in maturity, greater in peace, greater in joy, greater in stability, greater in blessing, greater in fulfillment. Nothing you lost will return the same. Everything is coming back elevated. Relationships will come back healthier. Opportunities will come back wiser. Finances will come back multiplied. Identity will return stronger. Dreams will return clearer. Purpose will return deeper. Faith will return unshakable. Joy will return overflowing, and you will look back and say, I didn't lose, I was being positioned. I wasn't abandoned, I was protected. I wasn't rejected, I was redirected. I wasn't destroyed, I was prepared. I wasn't forgotten, I was developed. What you lost is coming back greater. And not only will it return greater, it will return suddenly. God works quietly and then moves quickly. One opportunity can make up for 10 years of loss. One connection can open doors you prayed for. One moment of favor can shift your entire season. One divine reversal can redeem everything. One breakthrough can change the trajectory of your life. You are closer than you think. The restoration is already in motion. The multiplication is already on the way. The doors are already being carved out. The alignment is already orchestrated. What you lost is coming back greater. And when it returns, you won't call it replacement. You will call it redemption. You will say, now I understand why I had to lose what I lost. It was too small. God is not returning what left. He is bringing what was always meant to be. And you will not just recover, you will rise. You will expand. You will flourish. You will testify. You will walk in a season where loss becomes your greatest breakthrough. Because God said, what you lost is coming back greater.